Good evening, folks. I am Joe Bachman, and tonight I'm just kind of working by myself here. Uh, as many of you guys know, I am on the Parks Board here in New Chicago, and during the summer, we partner with River Forest School System, which is our local school system here, and they provide uh, free lunches for the kids over the summer. And uh, it basically runs from beginning of June through about the end of July, roughly. Um, but we do a lunch and learn, and each day we have a different provider that comes in, and like we have the Shirley Hines Land Trust group that comes out and they talk nature with the kids. Um, we have a lady on Thursdays that comes out and teaches American Sign Language to the kids. The only day we don't have a group scheduled is Mondays, and normally two of our other Parks Board members, Morgan and Tony, will do art with the kids on those days. So I'm going through and uh, I'm going to actually make some little paracord things. I ordered some new clips, which I didn't expect to be this damn big. But these are good for kids. They're large enough, they're safe. So, what I'm going to do is basically how I have this one here. I'm going to get it started with the first couple of knots and then let the kids finish it up because it's easier. Like, I can do all this by hand without the jig. Um, Especially with a clip this large, I can easily get it all started. Um, but to try and explain to possibly 30 plus kids how to get this started and have them start it would be a nightmare. Especially, seeing as a lot of the kids are like, 5 years old. Um, but Morgan has seen what I've been doing with the uh, paracord, and she kept saying, "Oh, it'd be great if you did a paracord thing with the kids." So I ordered a bunch more paracord and stuff, and so yeah, here we are. So I'm going to try and knock out the start of probably 20. Um, because it's supposed to be, what is the temperature supposed to be tomorrow? Just out of pure morbid curiosity. 46342, New Chicago. So Monday, high of 95, heat index as high as 102. So we probably won't have our normal 30 kids out there. Um, so that may save us a little bit. Um, yeah. So, and I do have some folks in the comments here. We're going to get through the comments real quick. And, uh, well, Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Carl Witzman has incorrectly joined the channel. I mean, right way, wrong way, it's in the eye of the beer holder. Um, and Aunt Donna's here saying, "Hey, Joe, you're not alone. We're here." Yeah, no, I'm just saying I'm alone on screen tonight. Um, so I'll probably be kind of looking back and forth as I get these wrapped up here. And Carl says, "Stalkers unite!" Yes, and the youngsters lunch and learn sounds cool. It is. It last year was great. We had a ton of different partners last year, and uh, we had Centaur Bank that was coming out and teaching, you know, basics of money. We had Shirley Hines. We had Pat teaching ASL. We had oh god, we had some other groups too, and I can't. can't think of all their names. We had so many different providers last year that some of them were even kind of doubled up. There's one, it's like the Gary Space Center or something along those lines. They came out and they had a whole bunch of different activities for the kids. Um, Showed them how to make their own sidewalk chalk paint. Showed them how to make their own ice cream using the 2 Ziploc bags and uh, ice and rock salt and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it really is a great program. Sadly, due to budget cuts at the federal level, a lot of the providers that were with us last year uh, told us this year, hey, we'd love to do it. We can't afford to. So, and even the school right now, they're not even sure if this is going to be the last year for it or not right now. So, here's hoping that the federal and state governments, remove head from rear end and, help this out, because this gives a lot of kids, a meal during the day. So, and the school does great meals. Last year, um, they had like at least once a week they had a hot meal that they brought out. And the adults, it's free for the kids. Any kid, doesn't matter what age they are, as long as they are, 18 and younger, and in school. Well, for the 18 part, they have to be in high school still. But it can be, people bring their 2 and 3 year olds down, and they still get a free lunch. The adults can pay $5 for the lunch, which really is kind of a steal, because it's even their cold sandwiches are actually really good. But it's just a great way for them to give back to the community. Trey saying hello to everybody. We got greetings from Carl and Houston, Texas. Dave is here. Good evening, Dave. Hope you're doing well. And Donna's greeting Trey. Carl says we went to some adult lunch and learns with people showing things about other nations. That's interesting. And we got greetings to Dave. Donna says, I wonder if the seniors lunch and learn is going this year. Well, hopefully it is. And we have greetings. Carl says, thanks for the funny Munzie card, Dave. And Dave says, I watched the Mungie podcast and forget to comment until after I watched it and saw you got the first comment. And says, we actually have a culinary school at our local college, and they provide the lunch for the lunch and learn, which is included in the very low price. Nice. And Carl's laughing, saying, I just had to tease you, Dave. Well, we're going to get some music playing here in the background. As always, we do have the music of Dan Hollifield to serenade us with. And we're going to go to, just because I know this is how Monday is going to go with a bunch of little kids and Paracord, we're going to go track 13, Set This Place on Fire, which is part of the Second Helping album. We're going to star that comment, hide it, bring that up just a touch. Alright, so you can kind of see what I did here. Just kind of got it started here with the first 2 loops, which should be good enough to make it hold. And we're going to set this for about 7-inch, which any other time would be, a much longer thing, but, yeah, there's, definitely, these clips are massive. I did not expect these clips to be that big. Shoot, I should have brought that other box down with me to toss these into. Oh well. Off to the side you go for now. Oh, let's see, what color is next? Nice little blue color here. So yeah, I figure I'll get these going, and it'll give the kids something they can kind of play around with. They can give it to their parents if they want to as a gift. But I'm going to do a bunch of different colors, and I figure if nothing else, I will take these with me tomorrow, because I can always go through and whip up some more real quick. Well, maybe not really quick, but quick enough. There we go. Alright, so this, we're going to do another black one here. Come up on there. Keyring on there. Loop this through. And loop this through. And pull. And pull. Really? You bugger. Okay, let's try that again. And looks like we got Josh in the chat here. Let's see. Trey said, I have some keychain ends if you want those instead. No, it's okay. Just saying good evening, everyone. Good evening, Josh. Hope you're doing well, bud. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. And Dave's saying all good. Carl says, back when Sears was open, I bought a huge carabiner to attach my briefcase to my rolling suitcase. It was bigger than my hand. And we got greetings and greetings and greetings. And Carl says, I like to joke with people, but some folks take it all too seriously. They take life too seriously. Yeah. And we got greetings to Josh, and Josh greeted me. Alright. Let's start that comment. And loop this through. Get this back up here. Come on. Work with me here. No, you can't. No, you will. So I'm not going to give you a choice otherwise. Aha. Stop. No. Come back. And I think I got twisted up. Nope. Aha. You know, the first one went so smooth when I wasn't on camera. That's just the way it goes here. Alright, so get this guy in position-ish. Grab the two ends. Put these up and around. I did not say that you could get tangled. And up there we go. Alright, so we need to untangle this right quick here. That's gonna be that one. Oh, that's gonna be that one, that's gonna be that one. Alright. Just kind of pull it tight here. And create one loop going this way, one loop up underneath, pull it through and pull tight. And there's your starting knot for a Cobra. Actually, that's your starting knot for the majority of them, unless you have two colors. But that first little knot there pretty much starts off most of the weaves I've done so far. We'll do one more loop through and pull tight. What am I doing this last one? Just one. Okay. So yeah, this one. Just that up for a second. So something else when you're doing paracord, at least this is what I've learned with the Cobra weave, which is about the most basic weave. You can kind of see here, if I can get this to focus, this the large part here that's kind of over everything else. What I've learned is that whichever side this is on is the side that I'm going to loop over like this, and then bring the other one down, around, and through, so that once I tighten it up, the larger loop is now on this side. So I know that for my next one, I start here, loop around, down, around, under, etc. And you just do that all the way down. So yeah, that's going to go pretty smooth for the most part. Carl says, "Oh Joe, I found that belt that you were showing at Meijer under another brand name, only $16 and no shipping. Nice." And comments showing up on screen much faster than when they did when the server started. Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't noticed this type of belt at Meijer, but man, is it nice. Alright, turn that back on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Never quite realized how dark this little corner was until I started trying to do shit. Oh, let's see, who we got next? Ooh, kind of a goldish color. Josh is asking, what's the link to the indie group? So are you talking like my Facebook page, which is just independent creator directory, or, oh, okay. So the actual website, yeah, indiecd.org. Alright. I actually just about did that even right out the gate. I did. Wow. Do that if I tried. Alright, so I think with this gold color, we're actually going to do one of these kind of brownish ones. Smart thing, kind of hold on to this guy this time. Get a good tight pull there. And then we pull this up and through. And not around the edge of the desk, that way it actually pulls through. No, you get back on your spot. I didn't say you could go anywhere. So this needs to come over here. That stays there. Now, I don't know if it actually matters which side you start from. I know in the directions it always has me do the little loop over here on the left first. And I think for being left-handed, that just kind of makes more sense for me because I'm supposedly left-hand dominant, but only in certain aspects. How did you get tangled? What? Really? How do you get tangled up? Come here. I guess you didn't, really. This also generally works a lot better if you're not dealing with the full 10-foot strand all at once. But I'll make sure the kids can get a good grip on it. I gotta remember to take my scissors and my lighter with me tomorrow so that I can cut these and finish them off for the kids. There we go. There's that one. Let's start that. Carl says, tried to update the printed Munzie book on Lulu, but ran into a problem with one of the photos in the book. Now I have to look at each of the probably 60 pictures and find out which one. I would start with your whichever the newest photo is and kind of go from there. Because if you updated it, especially if you added a new photo in this latest release, that might be where the issue lies. And Carl's saying, I can learn all kinds of mental things, but watching you tie these knots, I'm totally lost, but it's fun to watch you do it. Thank you. The Cobra weave is actually, you're literally just pretty much like tying your shoelaces in a knot. And saying, well, Wisman, dude, you have plenty of time now that my book is out. And Carl says, right, Joe, that was my thought too. It has to be a newer illustration and probably too large pixels. Yeah. Now this is a weave that I did earlier today on Trey's show. When we were both streaming together, I did some keychains here and weaved in a glow-in-the-dark strand in the center. Wasn't really that hard to add in, thankfully. Also did this little mini bracelet with a blue line weaved into the center. And Carl saying, Dave, Dawn decided to try for level 3, but I think now she's regretting it. That's a good possibility. Who we got next? Oh. Do this with a black one, I guess. Oh. Man, I don't know what machine they got to tie these together, but man, does it do a nice tight wind on this. Good lord. Yeah, she's got 8 days, and she's got the whole trip back from Minnesota still. And as long as Ted's driving, she can cap stuff on the way. Don't you go trying to slide out on me now. Now, another way you can do this, which is sometimes the easier way, except when you're working with the full 10 feet, is route this through one at a time. Because then, you know, the 2 cords are going to be on the correct sides. Oh, come on. Come out there. You get back on your little hook here. You stand up straight. There we go. Like I said, sometimes it's easier. Go. That one. And boop. Got that one. Oh, apparently my NDOT account's going to expire soon. I should probably take care of that tonight. Donna says I'll bring up her points, but she needs greenies for the last crate, unless she has a lot of crowbars. Yeah. Well, you can only use you can only do the crowbar thing 3 times, so she's crowbarred the heck out of her crate. She only needs 30 physicals now. That's about 2 a day for you, Donna. 2 days for you, Donna. My crates, thank you very much. I meant that you do about 15 a day downtown. Ah. And go with the pure white here. There we go. the white. We're going to go with the green, I think. That nice and tight. Off to the side. Up and under. See, I'm kind of hoping Nick gets his forge going here soon, so that he can forge a couple of knives. And then I'd like to buy a couple of those off him. I'd like to do the paracord handle along the bottom of the knife, just because I think that would look cool. Alright, stay. And let's see, Carl said having an event in your town means that other people deploy in your town too. This is true. Slowly the stack of carabiners is going down. Yes, it is. And Nick says, say his name and he appears. Yes. Good evening, Nick. Don says, if Nick gets his forge going, I'd like to see if he could bend the brass candelabra Calvin bent back into shape. And Don is saying, hey, Nick, just talking about you. And he's saying, absolutely, Joe. And Carl's saying, I hope you wait until cooler weather. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be doing a forge at all right now. And got Carl greeting Nick. And I need to take a small break to pop my neck and everything, so we will be right back after these short messages from viewers like you. Alright, we are back. And trying to find the correct side. There we go. Let's see here. Let's go back down here. Unmute the music. And Carl says, even too warm to do the full Nick dance party today. Yeah. And Nick's thanking me for the ad. Not a problem, Nick. Nick, you play mine every single time you stream. And you stream far more than I do. Oh, come back here, you little bugger. There we go. I'm sure we'll have a goth kid there, so we'll just do the black paracord with the black carabiner and alright, what we got here? Nick's saying, had a large small arms deal in Lafayette today. Found more Nerf guns, huh? And Carl's laughing and going, another Nerf show soon? That's gonna be my guess. Alright, and into the grab bag we go with this little light blue here. Teal, maybe? I don't know. It's a color. And Carl said, I need to look in the attic once it's cooler to see if any of the Nerf guns are up there. And Nick says, yes, the glory of long sought nigh on a table, say hello to my little friend. Nice. You got Carl laughing. Oh, come on. There we go. Everybody straighten out a little bit. There we go. Oh. Keyring. And why not? We'll go green. Oh. If I lock that back down. Ah, there we go. It was almost a disaster. You up there. Across there. That, of course, goes across there. Under. Pull that through. And we tighten. Round and through. And tighten. All right. And Nick said, yes, I missed last Thursday due to unexpected heat sickness. Found out 5 of my meds are on the avoid heat death lists. Yeah, definitely avoid heat then, for sure. And nocturnalism may be your only chance. That is for sure. Good Lord. Alright, a nice little pink one here. Oh. Punch my own monitor. Alright. Black. I don't need that much through there. That much through there, really. Nope, get up. Don't wrap around the edge. Butter. And way to go, Joe. One thing you were trying to avoid doing and fix, you managed to do anyway. Alright. You. Up through it. Now, I know there is a way that you can actually kind of measure out and pre-cut how much you need. I have not gotten that far into this to actually, learn that part, so... I want to say it's the rough estimate is supposed to be, I think, for like every inch is 1 foot that you need. Carl's saying yikes. Nick said just another natural part of being unnatural. Yeah. And Carl says I might need to do the same, Nick. Put on my headlamp to whack weeds. Wake everyone up at 4 a.m. We have people in town that do that here, so it wouldn't really surprise me to see it done elsewhere. And apparently with the little chat box that you guys see on screen, apparently Twitch really doesn't like that, because even the StreamYard now has a little thing next to their beta icon saying chat overlay lets you display live comments directly on your stream. Please note that some platforms like Twitch may have specific guidelines limiting the display of comments from other destinations, so make sure to review their policies and stay compliant. Here's my thing. Regardless if I show them on here, where they're constantly coming up, or I'm clicking on them here, they're still going to see that it's from YouTube. It's got the little logo. So unless, Twitch actually, stops us, and says, oh, you can't use StreamYard in multi-stream anymore, well, I'll just quit going to Twitch. That simple. Yeah, Nutty got banned for a day, and yeah, those Twitch users don't know about YouTube? Exactly. Exactly. And we got Hussam 442558 over here on Kick. Good evening. Hope you're doing well today. I'll grab the next color here. Got a nice little blue. Oh, that's the wrong side again. Oh, maybe that was the right side. Yeah, it was the right side, okay. Welcome in, Hussam. We're setting up some Paracord keychains that we're going to teach kids how to finish off tomorrow during a free lunch program that the school puts on with our local parks department. Nope. You come back here. You just feed through. No. Quit being a pain. There we go. This one. That one. And we got Carl greeting Hussam. That one. And for my next color, yellow. And making somewhat quick work of this. I just remembered I can do it this way. That makes it so much easier. Don't you get tangled there. There we go. Stay. Hug. Go. And they said neighbor has mastered the art of late night repair activities. Carl says good for him. Is the town leaving him alone now? Probably not. Nick says, yeah, Joe, you are knocking it out. Topping the tie-down equipment. Joe has big energy tonight. Just whipping it right on out there. Ah, there we go. To quote one of my favorite movies, Blazing Saddles, pardon me while I whip this out. You there. You there. You tighten up. One of those times where it's really tempting to use the Velcro this thing came with to attach it to the desk. But then I wouldn't be able to do anything else on this part of the desk anymore, like wood burning or candle making. Carl says, speaking of Nevermind, I should be back from laundry in time to see Nevermind Furthermore tomorrow. Yes. Excellent. And Donna said, whipping it up. Never mind. Nick says, Nick's laughing, a different kind of satisfying thump when it hit the ground. Yes. Alright. I need to give my hands a slight break here. We're about an hour in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more I'm going to do. So, not bad. Halfway done in an hour, so that means in another hour I should be fully done with those. So let's pause the music, and we are going to take a short commercial break and play ads from the following people.
Hi, I'm Lori Calcaterra from the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I have a hot take for you. My friends, I am tired of remix, reboot, recycle, sequel, prequel. Aren't you? Like, where is all the new stuff? I want to know what's new in comics, in movies, in novels, and music. But for that, my friend, you gotta go to indie. Here on the Tuesday Morning Brew, we like to go right to the source. I interview indie creators, writers, artists, musicians, novelists, actors, you name it. They're all on the show, and it helps us keep a pulse on what's new, what's poppin', and what people are passionate about. Join us on Roku every week and other platforms live on Tuesdays. And no matter if you're drinking coffee, tea, or the tears of your readers, make sure you tune in to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Calidar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the IndieCD page at indiecd.org.
I almost feel like that should just be played after the ads every time. Alright, get the music going again here. Move the star of the comments down here. Nick says, figuring out how to organize tool space is a pain, yeah. And says, thank you for playing my ad. Joe, not a problem, Donna. See, eventually, I want to move. I'm thinking about moving at least the Mac upstairs. That way, I can set up a longer, like set up 2 L desks there, and have a spot specifically for candle making, a spot specifically for wood burning, a spot specifically for Paracord, and be able to work on stuff and just have more of these cameras kind of over each station. But that's something that's going to be way in the future because, one, I still have to clean out my mom's old bedroom. She has been dead for 2 years now, and I have still yet to do this. 2, I have to get the money together for more desks. And 3, I would have to drag all this crap upstairs, which I'm not looking forward to. And Donna's thing, Donna's thing from your ad, not a problem, Donna. Nick says, between the forge, anvil, crank-powered saw, plus the grinder and shear, I'll have to learn to be more organized. Yes. And Carl says, where's Trey? She fall asleep? Nope. Well, she just messaged. I was going to assume she was in the shower, but because she did say something about taking a shower here later. And Nick says, so you want a station set up? Yeah, pretty much. And Trey's gaming upstairs in listening mode, saying hi to everyone. And Carl's saying, ah. Alright, let's get back into this here. It's kind of golden color. I think we're going to do with the brownish one here. They're kids. They're not really going to care what color the carabiner is, probably. Now, the nice thing is, once I chop these down for the kids, I can actually save the ends and create smaller keychains to sell. It's just when I do it, I have to make sure that the jig here, I can at least set it for about a 4.5 to 5. 5 preferably. Because otherwise, if I do it all the way up to the edge, I can't get it back off. Which then becomes a gigantic pain. I have done it. I do not like doing it. So I feel like I'm going to break something when I'm doing it, but you go over there, you come back here, not around the edge of the desk. Or the edge of the jig. I told you to stay in place. You stay there. You stay there. And you are probably going to be the bane of my existence. There we go. And wow, my comments are going up here. And Nick's asking Trey, what you playing, Trey? And Don says, same here, Trey. Love having 2 monitors. Yes. Ever since I worked at NDOT as the IT manager, I have to have 2 monitors at minimum. And if it's a laptop, I want 2 monitors and my laptop screen up. And Nick's saying, excellent, endless profit. Yes. Yeah, so some of the keychains I've made recently were actually, I started going through my little scrap pile back here and finding the ones that were long enough to still make keychains out of, like this one today. I did this one today with a little, you can't really tell on camera, but there's a different colored cord going down the center here. And then the same thing with this mini bracelet. These were all just scrap pieces that I had, so you can definitely, use what you have. And Trey's laughing, Sims exploring the tropical jungles from the comfort of air conditioning. Yes. And Trey says, same here, Donna. Donna's saying, Midsummer Fest on WoW, great for leveling. Oh, yes. Yeah, even Guild Wars, when they do their various events and stuff, those were always great for being able to level up. Carl says, I like one monitor for YouTube and the other for creating memes for the humor group. Just wait until tomorrow. Nice. And I was saying, good to have something fun and interesting to watch, especially during the long flights between fires. And she says, oh, great, Woodsman dude. Yeah, that was the one thing I did like about Guild Wars. There was no, like, having to fly from location to location. You just teleported. Let's see here. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Start that. That way I'll know where I'm at. And we got purple. Okay, which one of you is the short end? Apparently not you. There it is. So yeah, everything I actually bought for today, to be able to do this for the kids, was only like $40. So it's actually a good, cheap little craft to be able to have the kids do. And I just totally flubbed that up. There we go. Stay. There we go. Yeah, that's the way we like it. Okay. I will go black with this one. Uh, so yeah, Carl's asking how was the spoiled donated food. Somebody must have came and got it, because it wasn't in there when we drove by, so hopefully somebody got it before it defrosted too much. And Carl says good. Nick says odorific. I assume the food was odorific. It might have been. I don't know. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 left. I've got 6 left there. Wow. I couldn't have pulled that off better if I tried. Nope, I got 7 left. Crap. That's okay. I have more down here in the box. I just have to, nope, fish one more out. All right. Put these off to the side here for a second. And we're going to go with the eye bleeding orange. Do that yet if I tried. Stay. All right. Let's see here. Head up. Through. Now, Dubby. Jumping on me there. No. It took the first half of these to actually figure out a good rhythm. Blue here. Wrong side. Right side. Now, I don't know if this particular paracord is a true 550 paracord. But it feels strong enough that it should still be able to withstand most of the kids. Oh, got a traffic jam. Come on. You should not be this kinky. And yes, I know I just fed everybody in the chat a straight line there with kinky. Carl says he's behaving. Well, I mean, it's understandably kinky. I am tying it in knots, so. Donna says, believe it or not, I'm also behaving. Donna, there's a first time for everything, dear. And Carl says it happens. come on. Yeah, it's definitely a cheaper paracord. Because, man, it's just the bind. Once it takes that shape of being wound up, it does not like coming undone. Come on. No. Get. Come through. Thank you. And we'll use last back here. Really? Yeah, you dog. Oh, and you totally came undone. How did you pull that off? That was a neat little trick you just did there, Mr. Paracord. Neat little trick that I do not want you to do again. Yeah, I don't know how you pulled that off. That was a neat little trick, though. Yeah, let's get you through here. Everything else in a second. Don't you be going anywhere now. I was maybe going to knock out some other keychains and stuff tonight, but to be quite honest, my hands are hurting after tightening and untightening this little nut down here. Not saying don't worry, what's my dude. I'd rather be gooding. There we go. Come on. do. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. Nick says, I just found a lady who does 3D printed collapsible flutes. Interesting. Come on, loose in. Alright, we got 2 more to go. Carl says, Donna actually got a bunch of cat spades today and put a card for each of them around the house. Nice. Oh. Oh, Lordy B. Saying cool woodsman dude. So I probably should mention for this week, there will be a lot of random streams from me because I am on vacation this week. Oh, so I'm glad to see you're still here. Hope you're enjoying the show. Of course, that's right there. That's okay. Some kind of. Here. So anyway, as I was saying, we are going to have more streams throughout the week most likely because I am on vacation and I will get bored and will probably just randomly stream. I will not be streaming during Nevermind the Furthermore though. Or any of the normally scheduled shows, you know, I won't overlap on any of them, but middle of the day there could be stuff going on. That might just be me sitting here doing Paracord. It could be any number of things, who knows. Carl asked another police chase on the cupcake car. Yeah, no, I'm not using that one anymore. That one is a pain to drive around with. And Hussein's saying good. Alright, last one here. And we will have these all prepped and ready to go for Lunch and Learn tomorrow. Come on, there we go. And who knows, we may not get that many kids tomorrow, so I may come home with a whole crap ton of these and just stream finishing them off. Nick says Hot Pursuit R2-D2. Yeah, that's what it kind of looked like driving around in that little bitty cop car. Alright, last one. Is complete. Not bad. An hour and a half. I figure I spent about the first 15 minutes talking before I even got into this. 1 hour and 15 minutes to prep 20 of these for tomorrow. That is not bad at all. Let's see. Not saying Nick, you wrecked the cupcake car twice. Yes, I did. It's no wonder the car kicked him out and put them back. Yeah. Nick says, I am inordinately happy with the specific Nerf acquisition I made for me, but really not for me. And says, I'm still chuckling, thinking about the hatch flapping up and down after the first wreck. Yeah. And Nick says, Grand Theft Auto, cops and cupcakes. Yes. With that, folks, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for stopping by. To Sam, thank you for being over there on Kick. If you missed the very beginning, the music that you're hearing is from Dan Hollifield. You can find all his links at indiecd.org, along with links to all the other people who are in the chat here this evening. Carl Witzman, Donna Carleen, and Nick Talker, Trey Bachman. You can find all their links at indiecd.org. We've got great authors, artists, comic book creators, game designers, streamers, musicians, a whole bunch of great people over there. So be sure to check that out. And with that, we are going to roll the credits. Good night, folks.